What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I have a buddy here on YouTube that I talk to quite often. His name is Brother George Macon, and he's one of the few brothers that really advocate for the marriage of Ciara and Russell Wilson. He doesn't like the fact that me and other brothers talk down on Russell Wilson because he's a married black man. He married her. She's not single. So if he likes it, then guys like us, we shouldn't have nothing to say about it. Fair enough. Okay. I understand this point. However, I kind of want to talk about this whole Shade Room interview that Ciara had. Ciara is a very talented singer, to some people at least. And she's doing her thing. And at some part in the Shade Room interview, she was asked, there was any relationship between her and Future in co-parenting. This is what transpired after that.
And then my last question on this, what is co-parenting like for you guys?
Timmy, you're awesome. You're awesome.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like that's it.
Yeah.
So as you heard, guys, that was a lot of laughter. She didn't talk about what happened, but we can infer from that laughter that, Future is not somebody that should be taken seriously. Okay, I think that's evident. Shouldn't be taken seriously at all. Okay? And she don't take the guy serious. He's not a good father. He's not a good person. And again, I know it's a lot of ladies feel like that. A lot of ladies feel like, my baby daddy, the guy that I'm with, he's not doing his job. He's not living up to his purpose. He's not doing X, Y, and Z. And all of that could be very true. Here is where you're going to lose me, though. Here is where you're going to lose me. You're going to lose me in a certain regard, and I'm going to tell you why. Because how many black men are expected to step into a situation like this? What am I talking about here? You got pregnant by a guy, okay? You got pregnant by a guy who you feel as an individual is not a good father, okay? You feel like this person is not a good father. For whatever the case may yield, he's not a good dad, okay? Now, let me kind of get back to the point here because I want to get back and deal with positions only. He's not a good dad. You're laughing at him at how good of a dad he's not. Then you could expect somebody that like a Russell Wilson kind of person, which again, I'm going to say this, Ciara is very beautiful. She's already extremely rich. So the opportunity that she has is not going to be the same opportunity that most ladies have. Meaning that a guy who's going to come in and just, let's say, for example, I'm going to come in and raise your kids. And, you have a baby daddy that's not very responsible. It's no problem. Let me come in and handle that. Surely that is something that I can come in and deal with and then raise your child as if it's mine. Then you can go on to an interview and laugh about it. See, I think that this is what we're not understanding. And this is what I try to tell the Brother George. While he may be a married black man, and again, he's taking care of his wife, and, some of the things that we say about him, even with Steve Harvey, maybe shouldn't be said. Here's what we're not understanding. These women that feel like they are equivalent to Ciara are going to be in for a rude awakening. They're going to be in for a very rude awakening. I'm going to tell you why. Because they're going to feel, without a shadow of a doubt, that they should be able to do and that they can do or perform the same thing that she's doing, which is I can get pregnant by a guy or two or three. It don't work out. And, I can find somebody else because it's not indicative of me. The reality is in today's world, guys are going to do this. They're going to say, she had a kid by a man that she can't stay with. That is very problematic for me. It's showing me that this lady is not making good decisions. It is something that I don't want to waste my time with Because why would, because you know she's going to expect more from you. That's how it works. And I'm not saying that people shouldn't expect more from others. But what's going to happen is this. She's going to expect more from you as a person than the last guy, even though she gave the last guy the kid. You as an individual are going to come in and have to get be the stepdad, do all of that, prove that you can take care of the kids. And most guys, I'm telling you, I've been through that in the late 2000s, mid 2000s, something like that, late 90s, early 2000s. I've been through that. I'm here to tell you that usually it ain't worth your time. Back in the day when I was coming up, it was considered an honor to prove yourself to a chick that had a kid in the black community. Like, oh, you got a kid? Let me prove myself. Like, yeah, I need to go and prove that I'm not like these other guys. So then when I prove that I'm a decent guy, then I can meet your kid or kids by different guys. In today's world, you got a kid by a guy who, you better at least have been married or something like that. But you were not married to the guy. You weren't married to him. And you expect me to come through there and deal with him. And one of the things we don't talk about a lot is this whole idea of baby daddy, baby mama drama. Okay? That baby daddy drama, a lot of black men can't stand that. We hate that. Having to deal with a baby daddy. There's nothing worse than dealing with that. I'm here to tell you right now. If you want to know the most hateful thing you can deal with and the most psychoest kind of person you can deal with a baby daddy and his bullshit. I'm telling you, it's enough to make you like, you know what? Let me not even deal with her. It ain't even worth it. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead on about my life, brother. It's not worth it. I'm here to tell you that it's not. I'm just going to be honest with you. It isn't worth it. Usually. Until somebody proves me otherwise, that you actually get something out of dealing with baby mama, baby daddy drama, I will tell you, you're wasting your time. Usually. Especially in this time and era where people take your work for granted. Do you know how many people, I'm not saying this is all women, but there are quite a few of women who take these men for granted. They don't have no respect for what they do and for what they provide and what they're trying to achieve. Okay? And then what I'll tell you is this. It makes Russell Wilson look bad. It makes him look bad. You chose a lady. She might have made a mistake. Who was affluent. She had a kid by a guy who won't even take care of the kid. And and the thing about that is he had that history before she met him. She had that history. It's not like he didn't have that history already. He was already known to be doing that in the mid 2010s. Everybody knew that about him. This is something that we knew. Okay? Something that we knew. Period, point blank. Now people don't want to talk about that, but it is the fucking truth. So, like I said, I'm not hating, but this is what is happening, guys. And again, like I said, in the future, if you're a lady out there, you go around telling people that your baby daddy ain't nothing. He don't take care of his kids. And that's going to be a red flag to a lot of guys to say, why am I taking her seriously? Why am I going to invest in her? The last guy didn't, so why should I? So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.